Hello, my name is Alyssa Brooke. Today, we are going to talk about the benefits that businesses can gain when hosting internship programs for people with disabilities. The first thing I want to let you know is that I have been working with employers who have hosted internship programs for people with disabilities for nearly 15 years. I was working directly in these programs. So, a lot of the information that I will share today comes directly from feedback that I have heard from these employers across different industries who have had interns with disabilities. The first thing on my list of benefits for businesses is workforce diversity. In this day and age, more and more employers have diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives. Hosting an internship program is an intentional way to diversify your workforce. By hosting an internship program specifically for people with disabilities, you would not only be talking the talk, but also walking the walk in terms of actively engaging in diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives. Not only that, but having interns with disabilities can help build a more supportive and inclusive workplace culture. I have worked within businesses that have internship programs and have had direct conversations, again, with employers about changes that they have experienced after including people with disabilities on their teams. I cannot tell you how many times I have heard about the positive impact that this addition has made to their teams and improved their culture, not only for people with disabilities to feel included, but for their entire team. For example, one employer recently told me that since hiring an intern, he has become more patient with all of his employees, and he has also seen his employees become more patient with one another and look at different ways to get things done. All of this has boosted their morale. Another employer who works in a corporate office shared that she has always eaten her lunch while working at her desk, right? But when they hired an intern, he asked to have lunch with her. This employer has said that this has now become a weekly thing and that she realized that getting up, taking the time to engage and have that connection, and then returning to work has actually resulted in her being more productive during her day. And so this has really kind of changed the culture within their team. This is what everybody there is doing now. Internships are a strategy to create a pipeline for talent. Through an internship, you are not making a long-term commitment right away, right? Rather, you have a time-limited experience set up. This is wonderful for both the job seeker and the employer because it gives each of you a chance to assess whether this prospective employee and company are a good match for one another before making that final hiring decision. If the person, who's the intern, is a good match and you ultimately offer them employment, they've already begun to get integrated into the business. You can see and feel that they align with your company culture. So you can fulfill your employment needs with somebody you already know that you can trust. If your business plans to set up an internship program for people with disabilities, then you should seek to do this in collaboration with vocational rehabilitation professionals so that you, as the business, are adequately supported and so that they, as the intern, are also adequately supported. There are many programs set up to support people with disabilities in obtaining and maintaining an employment, and an internship program is one such strategy. You may have heard the terms employment specialist or job coach before, and this refers to someone who works one-on-one with an individual to help them to learn their job skills, understand the company culture, learn and carry out the professional expectations of the company. And a job coach not only works with the intern, but also works with you as the employer and any colleagues as well. Through these interactions, they can provide you all with disabilities awareness training, as well as individualized education on the best way to work with this new intern, and for that new intern to work the best with you all. If the intern needs their instructions in the format of pictures instead of words or other accommodations like that, the job coach can help make that for them or can help the individual and their employer identify the types of supports that may help them to be most successful. If the intern needs help practice or needs practice learning, for example, how to ask for help or how to receive constructive criticism, then the job coach can help with that too. We don't expect you as the business to be experts on disability, and understand that depending on your previous life experiences, this may be your first time engaging this much with someone with a disability, or maybe a coworker or a colleague with a disability. This vocational rehabilitation professional will help you to feel equipped so that this can be an enriching and a successful experience for each of you. Interns will receive training directly from their colleagues. So that job coach will kind of supplement training, but interns will be right alongside their coworkers. And this provides a great opportunity for mentoring of existing personnel there, which ultimately leads to professional growth and development for employees. This can be viewed as professional growth for the people who lead the internship programs, as well as any mentors who work directly with the interns. Individuals with disabilities can bring a new perspective to the workplace. Perhaps they will see things through a different lens than you have typically seen things. They may bring new ideas to you all about the way that business can be done. Perhaps their attention to detail or skill in identifying patterns will offer new insight than you've previously noticed. When identifying internships in a business, we often work closely with leaders to identify gaps in their workflow and other unmet needs, such as tasks that are not getting done as frequently as they could be, or tasks that someone gets to when they have the time to do it. We can build internships with you all that would fulfill those needs and ultimately improve your business's efficiency and productivity. And I tell you, when your coworkers aren't spread so thin, that also increases morale. Positive publicity is also a benefit for businesses, which is worth noting. So, by engaging in this work, you may set yourself apart from competitors and be viewed favorably in the eyes of your existing clients and customers, and maybe even attract more customers to your business. So, thank you so much for spending time with me today. This brief video has just touched on the numerous benefits that hosting an internship for people with disabilities can bring to a business.